Alright, what is going on, guys? Got another breakdown for UFC 283. This one's on the prelims. At lightweight, we got Thiago Moisés taking on Melquizael Costa. Costa stepping in on short notice after Garam Kutateladze had to withdraw. Costa's going to have, who primarily goes by Melk, by the way, that's what we're going to call him. But, yeah, he's got a 2.5 inch advantage in reach. He is an inch taller. Younger fighter, 26 years old. Thiago, still just 27, soon to be 28, but a lot more experience at a higher level. But I'll start with Costa, riding a 2-fight win streak, won 4 of his last 5, and more so than that. Looking good so far, not as much experience at this level of the game, I think Thiago Moisés' strength of schedule is very good, very underrated fighter in my opinion. But yeah, I like what I've seen from Costa so far, he has primarily a southpaw, presses forward, has really good body kicks that he lands from southpaw, including spinning kicks that do a lot of damage. In his last fight against Junior Melo, was able to knock him down in the first round with one of those spin kicks. Put him out with a left hook on an entry, and Melo looked like he quit in there, which is kind of starting to wilt. But yeah, very good win for Costa. First round knockout before that with Presas Combat, and before that he did take a loss to Italo Gomes on LFA, but it was close, unanimous decision. But I just watched that one. That was the last one I watched, and pretty close. But yeah, you go down the record here, or you go down the resume here for Costa, and a lot of these guys do have good records. He's very active, and I think I would like him in a lot of matchups, but he's gonna have his hands full here for sure. He has been submitted before. I think this is the same guy who he got choked out for like way too long, and it was like scary. Like the ref was not stepping in, but. He does have a couple submissions on his record, but he has been getting taken down in some of these fights. In the Gomes fight, he was taken down a couple times. Not really controlled, but it just shows that it is there. And, that could be bad against Thiago Moisés, who, again, like I said, man, very underrated. I'm glad they gave him a spot where he could shine in the last one against Christos Giagos. Gets that one done in the first round. Just never looked in trouble. Just dominant win there from Moisés. Because before that, he fights Joel Alvarez. After fighting Islam Makhachev in a main event, saving a main event, and taking a fight that nobody wants to fight, they just immediately put him in here with this guy who is just enormous for lightweight. And that was probably Alvarez's best performance. He was just hitting him with these elbows on every entry. He'd be so far away, but just with the reach advantage that Alvarez has, he would just be catching him all the time with these elbows, and he really pieced him up. That's the best Alvarez's striking has ever looked, and he's able to get him out of there. But against Islam Makhachev, Moisés showed how high level he is on the ground. Survived till the 4th round. Makhachev wasn't able to get a whole lot done, and as we've seen, Makhachev has a higher submission acumen than Khabib. He's really good at getting the sub. So, impressive win in a loss there, and people were using that fight to kind of doubt Islam's ability, and now it's like you kind of got to look at it, and as you should have always, but, it's proof that Moisés' grappling is good. He was gifted a decision against Bobby Green, I thought it was really controversial. A lot of people seem to think that, but it was a close fight. The judges just seem to penalize Bobby Green for showboating sometimes, which is retarded, but that's what they do. But against Alexander Hernandez, comfortable win there. Showed that he's made a lot of improvements in the striking game. That's a thing that I always talk about with Thiago Moisés. He's known primarily as a grappler. He's gotten some of his biggest wins by submission, but the striking has come a long way. Good Muay Thai base. Kind of reminds me of Vicente Luque just a little bit, at least in striking style. Not as much of a hammer as Luque, but I think that Thiago Moisés is definitely a top 15 talent. You look at the losses here, all to killers: Beneil Dariush, Damir Ismagulov, Islam Makhachev, and Joel Alvarez, I would still consider him a killer. He presents a lot of problems for some of these lightweights because he's just too big. But yeah, I really like Thiago Moisés in this spot at -320. I am going to bet this. Costa is game. He's got some good striking, but it's nothing that Moisés hasn't seen. He's weathered tougher storms than this, and especially on short notice. I really like Thiago Moisés at -320. I think this is a good parlay piece, and I am going to bet it. I feel like I'm being a little too cocky here. I always like to try to, tame my expectations on these fights because, at the end of the day, I'm just a guy making predictions, but I do like Thiago Moisés. There's just, for multiple factors, the main one being on short notice, I just don't see how Costa could navigate a fight with Moisés on a full camp. It would still be hard, but on short notice, it's just going to be really tricky for him. So, thanks for watching, guys. Sure to subscribe, and take it easy.